Hello, hello, and welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am psyched to be back here on Super Bowl Sunday to solve a crossword with you all. Hey, Amy, hey, Rhonda, we got Jerry G saying I won't be using Google today. Oh, I see, because I scolded you yesterday for using Google. Okay, that's good, Jerry. I'm glad to hear it. And yeah, I'm always relieved when, hi, Jilly. I'm relieved when people find us when we're not on TikTok. So for some reason, most of our audience is on TikTok, and these days we're not there. That will be changing very soon. We're going to be running some tests tomorrow. We got CJ here saying, gym and crosswords. Did you go to the gym? Are you coming back from the gym today? I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. I'm excited to dive into a new puzzle. We got Barbara on YouTube for once. That's interesting. Welcome, Barbara. So today we're going to be solving a puzzle from the Stan Newman's Daily line of crosswords. It's from just a couple days ago, and it's called Lost Art. Oh, Barbara, you're also on Facebook. Now I'm confused. Barbara's got me up on 2 different platforms. Oh, you're at the gym, CJ. Wow. This is a good thing to watch between reps, I guess. So we're going to be exploring some Lost Art today, I guess. And we could dive right into the puzzle if, like Rhonda is suggesting. One across, we have just darling, and Rhonda says cute. I don't see why that wouldn't be the answer, right? Oh, that's just darling. I mean, it's 4 letters. Just darling kind of does sound like cute. I'm pretty happy with that. Why don't we try it? Let's see what happens. Tooth's pointed tip. Okay. Hey, Underwater Canuck, how you doing? Welcome back. And Ria is here. Good. Love to see some people filing in. Smaller crowds than usual these days, but I appreciate when you all keep me company. CJ guessing Kurt, or are you guessing Kurt for this? What is a tooth-pointed tip? I don't actually know this, and chat is not suggesting much unless you really think it's Kurt. I sure hope Arkadium made an appeal for whatever they thought you guys were doing. Yeah, Jilly, I know that the running theory is that we were like talking about a sweepstakes or something and that you're not allowed to do that on TikTok. I don't think that's the reason. I think TikTok in general has been finicky, but we do have a solution, I believe. Underwater Canuck and Rhonda and Barbara and N. Clark are all saying cusp. Is that for real? Tooth pointed tip is called a cusp? I guess like bicuspid, is that the reference? Bicuspid. That's a tooth, right? I don't think I knew this. I would have never referred to the cusp of my tooth. Amy's happy with it. Okay. Logo seen at Ash Stadium. Good. So I'm not 100% sure about this. I know what Ash Stadium is referring to. Hey, Maddie. Or should I call you Sweet Pea? Jill, you've seen other people get shut down on TikTok? Yeah, we don't be surprised actually if you see us live on TikTok tomorrow. We're going to be running some tests, and those tests will include actually going live. It won't be like a production like this. It'll just be tests. But if you want to come say hi, feel free. Jilly's saying Uber. I guess Uber could have a logo. I guess anyone can have a logo at Ash Stadium. But I was thinking more along the lines of Rhonda and Underwater Canuck of like U.S. Tennis Association. Like they will definitely have their logo at Ash Stadium. It's a tennis stadium after all. The crosses all look very nice too. So let's try this. Tech patron. Tech patron. Anyone planning to watch the Super Bowl today? I will be. Excuse me. It's the one football game a year that I watch. And we are hosting Friends this year. I'm mostly in it for the buffalo chicken dip, but Amy and CJ are saying user. Yeah, I think that makes sense for a tech patron. Underwater Canuck and Rhonda agree. Yeah, users. Do we think Arkadium viewers are more Seahawks folks or Patriots folks? I'm gonna guess Patriots. Although Rhonda says my Seahawks are there, just like that. Are you from Seattle, Rhonda? Afternoon receptions. Okay, good. We got some quick answers on this one. What's 4 down? Isn't flawless. We're in solid shape. And I just noticed that 16 across spans the entire grid, as does 23, 41, and 54. We have 4 15-letter entries in the puzzle. That is somewhat unusual. They're likely all themers. Larry Locke and Jerry G are saying teas. Yeah, like 4 o'clock tea. Maddie's rooting for Seattle. Okay, my prediction was wrong so far. That Arkadium viewers would be more Patriots, more supportive of Patriots. I thought we had a lot of Bostonians in our chat. Isn't flawless? Yeah, errors. Make mistakes. You're flawless. You're not flawless. Okay. Why don't we look at 16 across pre-game lineup announcement? Pre-game. It's very appropriate for the hour. Lineup announcement. Excuse me. This feels like we don't have enough information. It could kind of be anything. It just says, ew, screw the Pats. Yeah, maybe I should have realized that the Patriots have more haters than lovers. Starting something, Amy. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like the starting, I would say starting lineup. I don't really know. Maybe we need more crosses. Yeah, Underwater Canucks starting lineup sounds good, except they wouldn't put lineup in the clue. Okay, Larry Locke is a Pats fan. We got one. Hawks all day, says CJ. Yeah, starting. Okay, so we'll put starting in and then leave it blank. How about that? And check some of the surrounding territory. Overlooks. He says, I only know 2 footballers, and I know of them because of Taylor Swift. That is funny. So I'm guessing Travis Kelce is one of the 2 football players you can name. Ooh, Barbara pointing out it could be like star quarterback or something. That is an interesting idea. We hadn't considered that. Passes by or pass over. No, passes by is better for the tense for overlooks. Passes by. I'm happy with this. Let's start checking these downs. Yes, and his brother Jason. That's funny. Why hasn't Taylor Swift performed the halftime show? I'm sure that would be huge. Does anyone know? Like, is there a reason? Has she not been asked? Has she declined? Rhonda likes starting players. What's the title? AJ asks. Lost Art. That's what we're working with. Rather weak. Ah, yes. Rhonda's saying tepid. I think that's a good guess. Larry agrees. So let's go with that. Tiki Party staple. All right. Okay. So far, so something. Tiki Party staple. I think I know what this is. I mostly know it from crosswords. Yeah, Amy says lay, which is also a common crossword entry and a common thing at tiki parties, perhaps. But yeah, I think Ria and Rhonda are spot on. I think it must be poi, which I've never eaten, but it's like a taro-based dish that is popular in Polynesia. Yeah, Maddie and Underwater Canuck also saying the same thing. So I'm reasonably happy with poi. Has anyone eaten poi? I'll be honest, it doesn't look like the most appetizing thing. It's like a purple sludge, but I would definitely try it. GE co-founder. I'm not familiar with tiki parties, but I'd like to be. Yeah, that's the spirit, Amy. So, oh, Maddie says it's so good. So you're a poi aficionado? GE co-founder. Rhonda's giving me the shrug. Jilly has a very interesting guess. I never considered this. Yeah, and Underwood Canuck saying the same thing. Edison. Thomas Edison co-founded General Electric. I mean, it makes a lot of sense when you hear it, but somehow it feels... Yeah, Edison is good. Jerry G likes it. Jerry didn't even have to Google that one. I'm teasing you, Jerry. Yeah, I like that fact. Somehow I feel like we all should have known that already. Maybe some of you did, but hit the jackpot. Hit the jackpot. Nice, yeah. Amy, AJ, Rhonda. Actually, everyone is saying the same thing, but I want to point something out. It says everyone is saying win big, but hit is also past tense, so it really could be one big. There is nothing in this clue to distinguish between the two. I am refusing to, even though all of chat has said win big, I'm refusing to put a vowel there because we gotta honor hit being both present and past tense. Keyed up at 7 down. And that is crossing lamb tenders. Lamb tenders. Oh, I think I see this. There's something weird about this clue. By the way, though, starting is checking out. All the crosses seem to be working with starting, so we're on to something there. Yeah, essentially, we all have this bias toward the present tense. Like, everybody is saying win big. N. Clark is saying cagey for keyed up, which is interesting. It doesn't look great with 5 across, though. Larry and Underwater Canuck and Jerry are all saying use, which at first I didn't understand, because I was thinking like chicken tenders. But I think literally lamb is a baby sheep and ewe is a female sheep, so a ewe would tend to a lamb. They are lamb tenders. And then that works with some suggestion I saw earlier of edgy. Not the most straightforward clue. I think of edgy more as like envelope pushing humor. But I guess it can also mean like on edge. Amy says bets on win versus one. Yeah, that's the Super Bowl spirit, Amy. Bet on everything. Will we win hurdle today? What's the over-under? What's the spread? Soak up. Amy and CJ have some quick answers here. And I think 14 across. It's time we check Long Gone Bird. Oh, I was right! Wow, all that preaching. I was pretty sure the crossword was going to embarrass me and put an I here. But I think I was right all along. Dodo. So Dodo is a long gone bird. It was one big for hit the jackpot, and then many of you are telling me sop. Yeah, Jack one big, exactly, Amy. Soak up. Sop. Okay, so one of you was insisting on starting players. I can't remember who. But that's now that we have the P in place, I think it's time. Starting players, pregame lineup announcement. Good. Culturally classic. Culturally classic. Huh. Nothing's jumping out at me here. Oh, interesting. Oh my god, we just put players in, and now Maddie and Larry want to change it to starting pitcher. Does that also fit? It does. Oh, and Jessica says iconic. Oh, okay. That. Now I'm swayed by pitcher. I wasn't so sure, but iconic looks good for culturally classic. Good find. Okay, so starting pitcher it was. Should we like check this R? Yeah, pitcher might be better. I like iconic. Yeah, people seem happy with this. I'm happy with this too. Prefix like Atmo. Like Atmo. Yeah, I guess Amy, you're probably right. Some kind of like atmo, means the atmosphere, I guess. Means I don't know what it literally means, if I'm honest. Amy's saying either air or air. Maybe we leave it blank for now. AJ's voting air like this. At least it seems to plausible with an R there. That's mainly why I was even checking that clue. Girder handler. Girder handler. This reminds me of that clue yesterday, Oaf's handlers. Does anyone remember that? Oaf's handlers or mitts? I think most of you were there for the stumper yesterday. It was a toughie. What's girder handler? This also feels sort of tough. I feel like the opening corners of this crossword were easier than this one. Larry says crane. Why am I not understanding this? Rhonda and Jerry also saying crane. Oh, we're talking. Oh, I couldn't get my mind off of the bird. I was like, what kind of bird is a girder? No, I get it. Crane, like the construction crane, and a girder, like a building girder. Okay, I was slow on that one, but well done. I like crane. Saber cousin, this is checking out. Okay, we're in good shape. What's a girder, says Amy. I think it's like a steel beam that holds up a building. Yeah. Yeah, type of beam used in construction, says Jilly. Saber cousin is one of Crossword's favorites. Epe. And Clark and Rhonda and AJ knowing that one. Actress in 4 Brooks films. This might be just outside of my cultural knowledge. I assume we're talking about Mel Brooks, who's made a lot of films, but I haven't seen a lot of Mel Brooks films. Slightly before my time. Mo's here getting Epe. Ooh, and Jilly gives me a first name, which always gives me confidence. Hey, NSSR, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Yeah, Amy saying, I don't know. Jilly seems to think it's Khan with a K. Jessica now agreeing. Actress in 4 Brooks films. Madeline Kahn? Yeah, and Clark agrees. Okay, I trust you guys. Major seller of sofas. That's looking perfect. Yeah. And what's this? Hogwarts professor. Okay. I think many people will know this. And it looks like we survived yet another corner. Yeah, CJ and Amy saying IKEA. Definitely a major seller of sofas. Barbara getting that one too. And then, yeah, Snape. Hogwarts professor. I feel like even if you're not in the Harry Potter world, you could have gotten that one. Maybe not, though. As a backup. As a backup is next to walks vainly. Yeah, so actually, Maddie, you're a good test case for this then. You say you don't watch Harry Potter, but did you know Professor Snape? Curious. Walks vainly and as a backup. Yeah, AJ and Jerry are saying in case as a backup. Yeah, just in case. Worst case scenario. And then walks vainly. Jillian, Rhonda, and Barbara are saying struts. I like this too. Okay, and starting pitcher was in fact correct. Everything checked out. Oh, you wouldn't have known Snape. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I see guesses for stride also. But I think the tense has to match up. Walks and struts. It would be strides. Does that make sense? Pot slips. Pot slips. I'm eager to get to 23 across. Maybe we'll look at that right after this. Because I don't really have a guess at what this theme is just yet. Rhonda's giving me an answer with a question mark. But it makes sense to me. Don't doubt yourself, Rhonda. You tend to be right. Yeah, Maddie's saying the same thing. I think that we're talking about poker pots. And sometimes if you don't have enough money, you could just put an IOU in the poker pot. That's my interpretation of this clue. Okay. I think it's time for 23 across. Toddly Man is here, also getting IOUs. What's up? Battles of Will. Okay. We have another ing I noticed. But this is actually going to be tough, I think. Battles of Will is kind of a vague clue. And it feels like we don't have enough information. I'll leave it up for another second, but maybe I'll just start chipping away at it. The old-fashioned way, 23 down. Oh, by the way, what are we doing for hurdle? We didn't talk about this. I guess 56 across. No matter what 56 across is, we'll do it. Unless it's illegal, and then we'll do 47. Yeah, not a single person is guessing for 23 across, so I think that is my sign that I should move on. Although just as I say that, some messages come through. Maddie saying staring contest. Wow, battles of will. Jerry saying something intense. Staring contest is great, says Rhonda. Yeah, I do quite like it. It looks like it's going to fit. Staring contest. Contests. Yeah, Jessica thinks it's great. Everyone's very pleased. Yeah. Yeah, nice job. Nice job, Sweet Pea. Staring contests. Starting pitcher and staring contests. Okay, I definitely see similarity between these phrases. Oh, and Jilly was telling me slaps. Yeah, Jilly and Amy says slaps for hard smacks. Okay, we're back. We're back in good shape. Made one's way through laboriously. Made one's way through laboriously. Jilly says, very nice, whoever said staring contest. You're getting cross-platform praise, Maddie. Yeah, and are pointing out that even with the YouTube delay, Maddie got it early. It's true. I'm sorry about the YouTube delay. I don't control it. Spill the tea. So Todd is saying spill the tea. What are you guessing for? Oh, Amy says maybe it's not slaps, it's swats. Hold on. This is interesting. So Larry is saying loped, maybe, for made one's way laboriously through, which I think is very plausible. Although Amy is suggesting that maybe hard smacks are swats and this is weighted. Also very interesting. So I think we're going to need to use 24 down. Not stated. Oh, Todd is guessing at the theme. Spill the tea. Can you explain? I really want to know. Oh, because we started with that and then we dropped the T. Between this and this, we lost a T, so spill the tea or something like that. So maybe this one will be some other phrase, and then 454 across will be the same phrase without a T. Perhaps. Not stated. So Jerry's saying taken. Todd and Amy are saying tacit. I think tacit is pretty good. Yeah, tacit means like we don't have to say it. It's understood non-verbally. Oh, but tacit doesn't work with loped, so I guess weighted. Good fix, by the way. Weighted, that would have taken me longer to fix because slaps seems so natural for hard smacks, but I guess swats and weighted. Let's just make sure the crosses check out. Certain viper. Okay. Okay, I can think of a 5-letter snake that starts with AD. So can Amy. So can Jilly. I'm sure all the YouTubers are typing it out, and it's just getting lost in the airwaves. Oh, and Pam is here. Okay, everyone's saying adder for a certain viper. Yeah, an adder is a type of snake. What do we have here? Diversions for short. Barbara New Adders also. And dual power. Okay, great. Good stuff. We're still in good shape. Yeah. I think diversions for short. Jilly and Amy seem to have guesses. Of rec, like recreational. That's what it's short for, recreational. Or recreations, I guess. AC/DC is dual power. Yeah, two types of power: alternating current, direct current, and onward to the center of the grid. Vertical transportation giant. Okay, you don't think about vertical transportation that much, but I think I get what this is talking about. Nice job, Barbara, on Facebook. Barbara, how come you were on YouTube and then you jumped to Facebook? I'm curious what the thinking was there. On YouTube, you'd have some company. Amy says 41 across will be string something. Oh, so you think we're just we're successively dropping letters. We're not always going to drop a T. We're going to keep dropping letters? Could be. Vertical transportation giant. I'll toss some other clues up. Sportscast commentary. Also very fitting for today. It's weird. This wasn't even made for the Super Bowl. This was a couple days ago. Sportscast commentary and little bit. A little bit. Okay. Yeah. Barbara says, I like the way it looks on Facebook better. It doesn't cover up your face too much. Pam is saying iota for a little bit, which I think is right. And then vertical transportation giant. Jilly is saying Otis. Yeah, Otis does make escalators and elevators. So I think that is the kind of vertical transportation we're talking about here. And Amy doesn't know 27 down, and neither do I. This AC is a little weird. Pastel purple. Okay. Yeah, not that many words end in AC, but a couple do, including this one. Nice. Yeah, Amy and Pam. I don't know if all my YouTubers left, if the last few have been difficult, or if the delay is so much that they're not even trying. But I will try to wait for you if you want to keep participating. I do not want to leave you behind. Pastel purple. Pam and Jilly and Amy are saying lilac. Very nice. Very nice color. And still nobody has a guess for sports commentary. Sportscast commentary. CJ is here getting lilac. Between reps. CJ, you're still at the gym? Are you like working out? Are you watching me on a treadmill? Let's go over here. Model of virtue. Model of virtue next to her and his. Model of virtue, her and his. Yes, treadmill? Was that actually right? Oh, biking now. Nice. Model of virtue. So, oh, saint, Amy. That's smart. I was not seeing this. I like saint. And then there, yeah, her and his. It's combined. It's there. Yeah, it feels like it should be theirs, but maybe not. Saint is good. Okay. As I suspected. Atop Almighty in Arl. Almighty in Arl. Yeah, I haven't heard from a YouTuber in so long. Part of me wonders if I'm even still there. I don't know where all my YouTube friends went. Oh, but Kenya's here. And Kenya is saying, aha, for as I suspected. We got it. Aha. Oh, Rhonda moved. Yeah, you wanted some quicker access. Understood, Rhonda. Almighty and Arles. So Arles is a place in France. So we're talking about, how do you say God in French, I think is the question, the coded question. And Amy seems to know. Rhonda says 37 down is color. Oh, and Todd Lyman is on Facebook. So did something happen on YouTube? Why'd you all move at the same time? Sportscast commentary color. This sounds vaguely familiar to me, but somehow, if someone can explain this. Jack, can you not see us on YouTube? No, I kept saying, oh, like that people seem to stop talking to me on YouTube. No, I guess YouTube comments disappeared. That's crazy. Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening with YouTube. Darn, I'm sorry. It just dried up. And I did notice your absence, that suddenly no one on YouTube was talking anymore. Man. We've been screaming color, AJ says. Would you do me a favor, AJ, or would you like tell the people who are still on YouTube that I can't see them? I guess they can hear me now, so maybe they know now that I can't see them. To jump to Twitch or Facebook. Oh, and AJ also says they have theories about the theme. Hold on. Okay, I gotta catch up with all the stuff I've been missing. So sauna, gym amenity, sauna. CJ, you hitting the sauna after this? And the theory now, is that we're dropping art from the theme, lost art. Oh, okay. Yes, of course. It's one of those things that once you get it, it makes so much sense. Lost art. And we start with starting picture, which has art in it, and we're gonna lose art because we already lost the T, and the idea is that this will be string, which loses the A. That is the theory. Let's just look. Players without a wind. Nice. Rhonda, this one's for you. Not a sauna fan, says CJ. I am not either. I would be fine if I never went into a sauna again. Amy says Arkadium having beef with all the platforms now. I don't know what it is. We're such an innocent channel. Like, we're not the controversial people that should be hunted. Yeah, Amy says I forgot the title completely. Very nice. And then Sting would be the last one. Very smart, AJ. Kudos to my YouTube crew for figuring that out in the blind. Eternal Ankh is here, says, okay, I'll be here now then. I'm glad you switched, Eternal Ankh. String orchestra is looking beautiful. Yes, we're literally losing art. It's very smart. And now that you mention it, I know this fact that starting, I think that starting is the longest word that you can continuously remove single letters from and form valid words. You can keep going. Like, if we think it's going to end on sting. Here, I'll explain this when we get there, maybe. SAR opponent. Yeah, Rhonda and Amy and Eternal Ankh all saying Lenin. That makes sense. And let's just make sure 37 down checks out. Des Moines, Iowa. Okay. Nutrient in spinach. Nutrient in spinach. I actually quite like this theme. That was a satisfying realization. And the fact that they're all perfectly 15 and so far all very valid phrases, it's a nice touch. Yeah, AJ, all my Twitch friends are saying iron is in spinach. Yeah, for Popeye. Sorry, YouTube. I don't know what happened with YouTube. Swiss Lake. Swiss Lake. I don't think I'm going to know this one. I hope one of you does. I'm also not 100% sure whether it's a specific lake or if it's like what they call lakes in Switzerland. It's probably a specific lake, if I had to guess. Todd and Barbara also knew that iron. I'll be the liaison, says AJ. Thanks. Yeah, if anyone is still trying to talk to me there, forward me their messages. YouTube says Laguna. Is that for real? Laguna. Like Laguna Beach? Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to know this. Laguna seems good. So NSSR was saying Laguna. NSSR, I'm sorry, I can't see you. But AJ is doing great work translating. Peseta successor. Barbara saying lagoon. Peseta successor. Something seems iffy. Am I alone here? Let's check 45. Actress Drescher. Okay, this one I know. Okay, Laguna can't be right. I'm sorry, NSSR, but I don't think Laguna's right. Because I know 45 across for sure. Yeah, and I had the same guess as Amy on the Peseta successor, and it doesn't have an A here. So I'm stripping Laguna. Yeah, Barbara knows that Fran Drescher got famous from the sitcom The Nanny. And then Todd is saying a euro. So peseta sounds like a currency, so I think that euro succeeded it. It was probably like Spain or something. I don't actually know this currency, but it sounds like... Oh, and Sweet Pea is on Twitch. Hi, Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea saying Lugano. But I don't know who to trust anymore. Is that for real, Lugano? Do you know this? AJ is excited about Lugano. Okay, now we're cooking, I think. Opposite of pacify. Oh, NSR had a typo. Oh, yeah, Laguna and Lugano, they're very similar. Eternal Ankh and Amy Gal and Rhonda. Jilly says Lugano is a lake in Switzerland. Okay, well, that'll do it. Enrage, yeah. So to pacify is to calm someone down. So I guess the opposite of that is to enrage them. Yesterday we had a clue like that in the stumper. That was very weird. Oh, it was opposite of pamper. And the answer was maul, M-A-U-L. You just don't really think about those two words as antonyms, but I suppose they are. Ashcan School artist. I'm not sure about this one. Partly because I'm not really sure I know what the Ashcan School is. So... Ooh, and Enrage puts a G right where we expected it. Maybe if we can't come up with 47 across, I'm just going to look right at 54 across. I'm getting a lot of shrugs. Yeah, Rhonda's giving me the shrug. Sweet Pea says no clue. Okay. Oh, AJ says Jerry and Clark and Larry all said Enrage. I'm sorry, Jerry and Clark and Larry. Sorry, guys. We are on Twitch. The last remaining refuge for Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I'm looking at 54 across. Undercover procedures? Yes. Yes, this O is helpful too. I think I see this. Very good. Someone's gonna get this with just 2 letters. Lucky, how you doing? Yeah, Amy, AJ, nice. Very nice. I'm sure all of YouTube is filling up with this answer. Our 1,000 viewers on YouTube. Rhonda saying sting operation. Or operations, I guess. Yeah, undercover procedures, plural. Sting operations. Nice. We're literally losing art. We went from starting to sting, which loses the art, and we lost it gradually. Staring, string, and sting. I very much like this theme. I like that all the phrases span the entire grid, that they're all very real and interesting phrases. And yeah, there's this cool fact about starting where you can keep doing this. Sing, you could take the T out and make sing, then sin, then in, then I. Starting is the longest word that you can continuously remove single letters from and continue and make valid words. A little curiosity. Oh, AJ and Eternal Ankh saying Sloan. Eternal Ankh says Sloan is a famous Ashcan artist. Well, that'll do it. Sloan. Okay. Thank you for that. I didn't know that. I wish. And move a little. Yeah, Lucky says that's a cool theme. I agree. It almost makes me want like a longer crossword to keep doing it, you know? Like I want to see the themer for sing and sin and in. If only. I wish, if only. Move a little. Yeah, so Barbara and Rhonda are saying step, and Jilly and someone else was saying stir. So I'm actually not sure. They both seem sort of. Eternal Ankh prefers stir, Todd prefers stir, but I don't see why step is bad. Post for an usher. Post for an usher. Okay. Pretty good. Oh, and this is our hurdle word. We decided. So this matters. Yeah, Lucky and Jilly and Kenya all saying aisle. So I guess like the spot where an usher hangs out is the aisle, your post. That is cool. And aisle's a great hurdle opener. I'm very pleased. Yeah, Sweet Peas acknowledging that too. Okay, so it was stir, not step. Begin to tire. Aisle is boring but good. You know what, Amy? I like boring hurdle openers. Hurdle is exciting enough on its own when we don't tie our hands unnecessarily. Young Simpson. And that's going to reveal koala color. Yeah, Pam and Lucky and Rhonda know they're Simpsons. Lisa Simpson is one of the young children. And then Sag for Begin to Tire. And koalas are definitely gray. Perfect. Okay, onward. Kind of 1.5 sections left. I smell the confetti around the corner. Spiritual leader. Spiritual leader. AJ says Jerry said Lisa and so did NSSR. Nice job, Jerry. Nice job, NSSR. I'm sorry I can't see you guys. AJ is really doing me a solid here. Oh, Julie says cherub, which is kind of cute. Although I wouldn't have thought of a cherub as a leader. Right? Is it cherub? I mean, it fits, and cherubs are like angelic, so I can't tell. It just says cleric, which might be a better answer. Yeah, I like cleric. Lucky and Amy agreeing. And SSR says church, says AJ. I mean, actually, spiritual leader for church is very possible too. Clergy, oh wow, there's a lot of possibilities. Okay, I'm taking out cleric. No, we need crosses. Yeah, clergy's good too. Even church, I think metaphorically, is like the leader. I think they're all valid. Time delay. Time delay. Not that I know anything about time delays. Or lag. As Pam and AJ are getting. Yeah, so that at least rules out church, but cleric and clergy are both still on the table, I think. Could leave in the ER, that's true. Put an E there. Pester? Pester. Ooh, Amy going right for the SAT words. With harangue, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, harangue ends in a UE. Am I wrong about that? Like, harangue and pester definitely mean the same thing, but I think it ends... I think harass fits in this letter. Let's start checking. Oh, B. Browder is here, says harass. B. Browder, I can't see the YouTube comments today for some reason, so if you have it in you to find us on Twitch, I'd love to say hello face to face. But I also understand AJ is telling me what's happening on YouTube, so you can also stay on YouTube and keep participating if you want. Oh, Eternal Ankh says harangue is acceptable, but not the standard spelling. Okay, so maybe we don't know. Does anyone know the novelist Murdoch? Because I'm in the dark here. Lucky says, is it only Twitch today? Well, we were on YouTube. I was talking to people on YouTube, and then suddenly those comments just disappeared. I'm also on Facebook. We got Barbara and Todd watching on Facebook. Okay, nobody knows the novelist Murdoch, so I'm moving on. Delt's neighbors. Finally, something confirms an S here. So I do think it's going to be harass and not harangue, even though harangue, I guess, is technically a valid spelling. But we've been kind of held up here with the cleric-clergy issue. Nobody knows this author. We don't know if it's harass or harangue. But CJ's a gym rat, so CJ should know the Delt's neighbors. A lot of question marks though. I mean, Amy and AJ are guessing lats, which I think works. Lats are back muscles, delts are kind of like shoulder muscles. So I'm reasonably happy with this. Dot on a domino. Oh, well, then maybe not. It wasn't lats, I guess. Because I think I know this one, and it doesn't end in an L. Unless I'm wrong. Yeah, but Rhonda and Pam and Lucky are all saying Pip, which is what I thought it was. I mean, that is what it's called. So I guess it's Pecs. Pecs are next. Oh, I guess that works too. Okay, Pecs. And then Cleric. It was Cleric after all. Good. And then Iris is a name. So perhaps it's Iris Murdoch. Although no one seems to have read any Iris Murdoch. Take this from me. Oh, I see. Barbara McDowell on Facebook got Pecs. Todd was also on Team Lats, but I think the crossword has ruled that out. Yeah, I kind of like this clue. For some reason, I really take this from me as like advice, but I think that's literally like, here, take this from me. Reputable. Looks good. Crossing. Ancestry. Okay, I think we're gonna do this. Jinxie Jack is out. I think we're gonna do this. And we're opening with Isle on Hurdle. It can't go wrong. It just cannot. Does anyone play Pips? The new New York Times game? I enjoy it. Heritage for Ancestry looks perfect. And reputable and legit is all good. Nickname akin to Letty. Whoa. I'm not even sure what Letty is a nickname for. What name? Pam, you play it? Almost got to the end without Jack jinxing us. I can't let that happen, Amy. I gotta jinx us at some point. Barbara says, I love Pecs. Thanks for that information, Barbara. I'm gonna blame the rock. Oh, that's funny. Rhonda says Tina. So what is the name? Tish. AJ and Julie said Tish. Like Patricia? Is Letty a nickname for Patricia? I'm so confused by this, actually. Tilly? Todd plays Pips. Oh, and AO looks a little confusing. No, this is legit. First class. Letty is short for Charlotte. Letitia! Oh, Sweet Pea says Letitia. I can live with that. Letty being short. Tish and Letitia, yeah. That's good. That's good. And then Rhonda knows that first class is A1. And I think we might do this. Jinxie Jack vindicated again. Work on bark. Work on bark. Okay. Yeah, Pam and AJ. Why'd you say never mind? I think you're right, AJ. Sweet Pea and Julie saying gnaw. It's just kind of funny to think of a beaver like That's their work. Break off, chopped down, and what's watched in many a bar? Jerry and Larry got A1. Nice job, Jerry and Larry on YouTube. Okay, I think we're rounding the corner here. Oh, and Browder is here. Welcome. I'm glad you made it to Twitch just in time for Hurdle. Amy already given me the drum roll because it seems like you watch ESPN in a bar. I'm sure many people will watch ESPN today. Break off is to snap like a Kit Kat bar, and chopped down is hewn with ESPN. Good work, everybody. There we go. Confetti. I liked this theme quite a bit. Lost art, starting pitcher, staring contests, string orchestra, and sting operations. Good phrases. And we're starting Hurdle with Isle. Do not go anywhere. I am pulling it up. And I can't wait to see what fruit Isle bears. I think it's going to be good. Okay, almost there. Just make this look nicer. Yeah, that looks great. And Isle, I'll just type it right in. Wait. AI, yeah, like that. That's what happens when you when you get a good hurdle opener. No feeling quite like it. A yellow A. I'm charged up. Yeah, now Todd is hungry for Kit Kat. I shouldn't have said it. I'm kind of hungry too. Super Bowl Sunday, you know? It's all about food. That's what the holiday's about. Broad candy. Batch. I do kind of like broad as an answer. Yeah, why not? Let's try it. Ooh, very successful. All right, I like that stripy yellow. Okay. I think we can do some stuff with this. I have faith in you guys. I don't know what exactly my guess would be there. Favor? That's interesting. Yeah. Arrow. Oh, arrow? I like the idea. Arrow, but it doesn't start with an A. Larry says quota. Oh, I guess it's too late for quota. Gaudy. We need an O, though. Yeah, so valor, favor. Those are looking best, aren't they? No, but it can't even be valor because the L and I always. So we only have one possibility? A manner. Okay, finally. Yeah, sweet. Manner and may are good. So there are multiple possibilities. Let's try favor. We have enough room to test some of these other theories. Okay. So maybe it is manner or mayor. I mean, if those are really the only possibilities, we could just guess them. Major. Ooh, now I'm starting to sweat because now we have three things. Kellyanne Rose is here guessing manner. So we have manner, major, and mayor. Should we do a filler just in case we're missing? Can we think of a filler with like two of those three letters, J and Y? Maybe even three letters. Can we, is there any like J blank NY kind of word? Razor. Oh, razor's actually valid. That's a genius idea. Enjoy. Enjoy is smart. Let's do enjoy. I think that's a great filler. It'll give us a lot of information. Yeah, this'll be good. Wow. It seems like that wasn't successful, but I actually think it was. It ruled out a lot. It means it's not manor, major, or mayor. I think it's razor. Yeah, razor it is. That filler was clutch because we could have guessed. Oh man, razor, beautiful. Good job. Just as I say that, Pam suggests gator, which probably is in the dictionary. Okay, but razor it was. That was a fun one. Round two. I love a well-placed filler. A well-chosen filler. And even the negative information that Enjoy gave us. Like, it's all gray, and yet that was super informative. For some reason, Lucky and Jerry. Oh, Jerry, you found us on Twitch. I'm glad to see you here. Are both saying brine. So when two people want brine, you can't deny them. And that B worked. I'm impressed. Blake says, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry I'm late. It's all right. It's all right, Blake. I'm glad you're here now. You missed a nice crossword theme, though. We enjoyed it. Burnt? No, it can't be burnt because of the N. Blurt. Burst. Okay, now we're talking. Burst is really good. Burst and blurt are good, both good, but let's try burst. I just prefer it for some reason. Okay, I guess blurt it was. Burly. That was also a good guess, but at this point we're committed to blurt, I think. Cool. Good job. Good job. Let's keep this momentum rolling. A green tea. I don't hate seeing that. And vowel time? Something with an EA, perhaps? Float? Paint? Yeah. Moist? Lots of options. Let's try paint. Could have been better. We probably still need a second vowel. I'm not sure how this I is going to carry the word on its own, especially if it's not in the middle position. AJ says, Jack, say hi to Larry, as they're the only ones left on YouTube going strong. Larry, you're my hero. Larry, we'll be back on TikTok this week, I really hope. And so I hope we can all reunite sometime soon. And B. Browder saying moist is May's least favorite word. Is that right? But is it? No, it can't be moist because the I's in the wrong spot. Civet, says Kellyanne. That is quite a guess. Civet. It is a word. It's not a terrible guess. A civet's an animal. Vomit. Okay, I'd rather not go there. Permission to try civet, as Kellyanne suggests. Too tempted. It would also give us information about vomit, if that is any. The V will be telling, even if civet is wrong. Okay, Jerry G gave me the permission. All right, it wasn't right. And neither is vomit, it turns out. And neither is divot. This V was quite powerful, it turns out. So this I on its own, we need another vowel, I think. It could be a second I here. It can't be shift. Midst. Oh, wow, that is a good pull. It can't be twist because the I's in the wrong place. Blake, that is... Blake is... Oh, digit is another good possibility. Okay, so far we have digit. Oh, fight. Oh my god, we have so many possibilities. And now that you say fight, it could be might, it could be tight. Ooh, we need fillers. We need something. Maybe we do might. Here's my argument. I'm not going to press enter. But maybe we guess might, and it'll tell us information about fight and tight. It'll also tell us information about midst and digit because of the G. So I think might is actually very informative. Even if it's wrong, I think it'll tell us a lot. Okay. I'm going to go for it. Good. It was the GH construction. I had not seen that. One of you just pulled that out of nowhere. I was ready to go midst. I was ready to go digit. So now we might still need a second filler, actually. Like fight, tight. There might be sight. Yeah, we definitely need another filler. We can't just be guessing these. Is there any other possibility, though? White, I'm not sure if that's a word with a W. It might be. So FST, we can definitely think of a word with FS and T in them. Yeah, maybe we could even be smart and try to get a W in there, but We don't strictly need it. Softy, tiffs, sifts. Yeah. You'll need to have it start with T. That's a very good idea, AJ. It has to start with T. Because otherwise, the T is going to light up because we know there's a T in the word. Very good point. So tiffs, I think, is a good filler. Swift, now that you say Swift, I love it because it does have that W in it too. But I think AJ's point about the T is very important. We'll do tiffs. If none of these light up, we're going to put a W at the start. And it was the T. And look, AJ, if you hadn't said that, we wouldn't have known. We could have actually lost. Well done, everybody. Oh, YouTube's back. Out of nowhere, I suddenly see NSSR and Larry Locke. You've got to be kidding me. How did that happen? Okay, round 4. That was a good one. I feel like the last 2 rounds we needed some smart filler words. That T at the start observation was clutch. All right, we have a G. Larry, NSSR. My loyal YouTubers. What's it going to be? Jerry's saying gamer, which is kind of appropriate for what we're up to. Oh, Teresa's on YouTube too. What's up? Gnarl, gloop. Okay, Larry is on YouTube saying group, and I want to give priority to YouTube. So group is a perfectly good guess, Larry. All right, we found a G at least. We could still go gamer. Oh, no, it's not gamer anymore because of the R. Never mind. So what then? We have no vowels. Gleam. Gleam is smart. Or glean. Maybe glean is even slightly better because N's are more common than M's. Okay. We're piecing this together. I think we have enough. GLA. It's probably GLA blank blank. Oh, and there's no E, which is helpful, so it's not like glade or glaze. It's none of those. Glass is no, there's no E. But glass, glazy? I don't even know if glazy is a word. Everyone seems to want glass. Okay, so we'll guess glass. Sweet. Well done, everybody. All right, we made it to round 5, my favorite round. We only get 2 of our own guesses. And not a lot of information on this board. We start with a G, so that's something. Something to hang our hat on. And we have an O in the word. Could be basically anywhere. Tallying up the other vowels, there's no I, U, or A, but there could be an E or Y, or 2 O's even. This is tough. Yeah, so let's generate ideas. I see gnome, I see goofy. Gnome is really valid with all of this, yeah. Okay, gnome. Gnome and goofy. Is there any other possibility? I want to linger in brainstorm phase for a little bit longer. Goopy. So that's why I do it, Pam. It's all for things like goopy. We could have missed that. Goody. Oof. Starting to sweat. Gowns. It can't be gowns because of the S, because it doesn't end in S. Geode. Oh, that's evil. Oh, geode is so evil. Oh, man. I'm starting to feel like our guesses were at least similar enough. We have too many possibilities. How do we do this? It can't be goose because of the S. There's no S. Okay, what do we actually do? What can we do? I feel so lost. Geode, gnome, and all the goofy goody goopy things. Is there any smart filler? I guess whatever we do, let's put an O in the center, because that works with geode and all the double O words. Let's put an O in the center. and gnome. So pretty much O has to go in the center, we think. I need help. Yeah, gnome is my fave, but here's what happens. We put in gnome, nothing lights up, and then we have like a 1 in 4 shot because it could be goofy, goopy, goody, anything. Yeah, gnome doesn't have duplicates. Okay. I don't know what to do, but we don't even have to start with a G. Let's start doing this. There's P, F, and G. So for goofy, goody, and goopy. F and P. Let's try FP. Let's have a filler word with F and P. That puts maybe an E in the central slot. Does that exist? Peony. Peony is close. But I would really love to see an F in there. Or it could put a D in this slot. No, it's too much to ask for. Darn. Peony? Are we really doing that as our filler? Okay, I guess it is something. The Y will confirm the goofy construction, the E will confirm the geode construction, and the P will at least tell us if it's goopy. But it won't distinguish between goofy and goody. That's the risk we're taking. Okay, I'll do peony. It has the N for gnome too, so it will give us information. It's not foolproof. Wow. Wow, it's geode. It wasn't gnome. It wasn't double O, it was geode. My goodness. Unreal. AJ, you carried this hurdle, by the way, because you did the special thing last time, and I think you came up with peony. Well done, AJ. Round of applause. That's how you hurdle. That's how you hurdle. Wow. Okay, that was fun. Thank you so much for joining me, as always, especially on these days without TikTok. I find it very heartening to see all of you guys moving platforms. I love solving these puzzles with you all. And May will be back tomorrow, noon Eastern time. She'll be streaming. I'll be back on Tuesday. We keep this rolling. And we will hopefully be back on TikTok this week. You guys will be the first to know. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you all enjoy the Super Bowl, and hope to see you very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.